Hi, and welcome to Creative AI Explorer. I am PixelPia. In my last video, we created 3 short clips, one for each scene in our story about our stranded time travel. Today, we are going to use those clips and extend them to more fully scenes that we can use in our final product. Today, I'm only working in Veo3. Veo3 just happens to be my favorite too. So with that said, let's move over to my computer. So here we are in Flow, and here we have the 3 short little clips we created the last time. When we hover over this first one, you see you can choose Add to Scene. And up in the right-hand corner here, it says Switch to Scene Builder. So that's what we will do. So now it is loading our clip. And what I like to do to make sure that it looks exactly as the ending of this screen is I choose frames to video. And by right-clicking up here, I move the little cursor down here to the very last image of the scene we created. I right-click up in the video window and I say Save Frame As. And I'm going to save this now just on the desktop. And you see it says video frame 8,000. That means this is saving the frame at 8 seconds, which the clip is. So I click Save. Down in our little window here where we can write our prompt, we start by adding that image. Video frame 8,000. And crop and save, it's in landscape, so we continue working with that. And the prompt we are adding here is: the scientist stands from the park bench and looks toward the skyline. The morning light brightens, leaves drift past her face, and the city begins to stir. She hesitates, taking one cautious step forward, scanning her surroundings as if measuring time itself, and says, "Not a dream, then just later." And we send this prompt. And now you see in this little window, it's up to 3%. And we will cut here until it is done. Now it is done. Let's take a look and listen at the both pieces together.
Not a dream then. Just later.
Okay, what I should have added, but I can fix that when we work with the voice to isolate the voice later. But I should have added in the prompt no background music. But I want to extend this a little bit more. We will go to the very last frame, drag this over. And I will do the same thing. Right-click, save video frame as, and now you will see it suggests video frame 16,000. That's another 8 seconds. So our next prompt is: he begins walking along the path toward the city, lab coat fluttering in the breeze. The camera follows behind as sunlight glints off skyscraper glass ahead. Her pace grows more certain each step, a quiet experiment in this new century. She enters the city and the phone store. And this time I will use, first of all, upload the frame we just saved. And I will add an ending frame here. And that's the image we used for our next scene, the store with the phone results, and we will send that. Okay, let's take a look and listen at the last part here.
What do you mean there's a new version of the phone? It hasn't even been a month.
Okay, that's not what I wanted her to say. So what I can do is I can go to this little button at the bottom here where it says arrange, and I get my 3 clips, and I can just remove that one and click done. And now I'm going to upload the starting frame again, this one. I'm going to upload the end frame. I'm going to paste our prompt, and this time I'm going to add it. No background music or speech. Let's look from the beginning this time.
Not a dream then. Just later.
Okay, I think if we look here, she's walking in. The transition works pretty well, but I would like to shorten this a bit. And grab the handle there and just... Where did she... Okay, I think that's good enough. Let's take a look here again at our final scenes. We have 3 of them. We can download what we have now, and let's take a quick look at it.
Not a dream then. Just later.
So there we have all 3 of them put together. If I now go back out of Scene Builder, you will see here that it has added 2, well, in this case, 3 scenes, since I deleted one of them. All parts of this is still in here, even though I downloaded it as 1 scene. So let's take a look at this one. We click add to scene and switch to scene build. As you can see here, since I'm working in the same project, we have the 3 parts that I did before. I don't want to continue this. I want to build this as a new scene, starting with the store there. I'm not going to use this one because it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be from the last time.
Your update corrupted
Way too much anger, and the dialogue doesn't fit. So we are going to do frames to video. We are going to upload the very last frame we had there, and we're going to add the following prompt. The scientist leans closer to the counter, trying once more to explain herself. She says, "But you don't understand. I am a time traveler, and I got stuck here. You must help me get the cell phone." The clerk shrugs, pointing at the glowing form on the tablet. Screens shift colors as her confidence fades to disbelief, then faint amusement. So let's send this. So let's take a look at our new starting point for scene 2.
But you don't understand. I am a time traveler, and I got stuck here, and you must help me get a cell phone. But you don't understand. I am a...
That can work well, so let's add to this, which to Scene Builder. I don't know if I like that smile on her face, so let's shorten it a little bit to there and save frame as. So we are gonna do frames to video again. We're gonna upload that one, and our prompt this time is, she steps outside into the bright afternoon, the automatic doors closing behind her. Reflections of moving ads ripple across the glass as she exhales, shoulders slumping. She looks up at the sky, half curiosity, half exhaustion, and starts walking down the busy street as she is talking to herself, saying, "Now what? I need to find a cell phone somehow." So let's take a look at these from the beginning.
But you don't understand. I am a time traveler, and I got stuck here, and you must help me get a cell phone. Now what? I need to find a cell phone somehow.
Okay, so let's save this last frame and do the same thing again. We do frames to video, we upload the frame we have saved, and we add the following. She continues walking and talking to herself, saying, "Now I am hungry, and that doesn't help me think clearly. I need to find somewhere to eat." She stops in front of a small pizza shop, looks into the window, and decides to go in. And we're adding that clip to the scene. So let's take a look.
I am a time traveler, and I got stuck here, and you must help me get a cell phone. Now what? I need to find a cell phone somehow. Now I am hungry, and that doesn't help me think clearly, and I need to find somewhere to eat.
One thing I noticed here is that her hair went from being up in a knot in that scene to being in a ponytail here. But we can live with that for now. If I was doing this for real, I would have changed that scene. I also noticed something in the very first scene here, so let's play it.
But you don't understand. I am a time traveler, and I got stuck here, and you must help me get a cell phone.
I don't want that laughter at the end, so I am gonna cut this to here. Let's see. I don't want that beginning either, so let's shrink it to here.
You must help me get a cell phone. Now what? I need to find a cell phone somehow. Now I am hungry, and that doesn't help me think clearly, and I need to find somewhere to eat.
I either could roll this back to before she turns around. We see the pizza sign there, or I can leave it until she walks in.
Somewhere to eat.
I think for now I will save it and download this as scene 2. We're gonna start with the third scene. So we go to the clip we did first. In my last video, we say add to scene and switch to scene builder. And let's start by just take a look at this.
All right, but you have to promise not to dissect it this time.
I can't make any promises when it looks this good.
That's not what I wanted. We are gonna go back and look at the actual video here. This is removing it from the scene. So we are gonna do the same thing as we did the last time. We're gonna create a new starting scene from that one, from this image, and use the same prompt almost. So I changed the first prompt to say, across the table, the scientist and the shop owner share a pizza. The scientist says, I am a time traveler. I understand if you don't believe me, but I really need to get a cell phone to do my research. Warm light from the hanging bulbs glows against the window. City lights moving softly beyond as the moment settles into calm connection. And let's see what we get from that. So let's take a look at this scene.
I am a time traveler, and I understand if you don't believe me, but I really need to get a cell phone to do my research.
Okay, that one we can use. So say add to scene, go to scene builder, go to the very last scene here, scene 3_1, we save that as. And now we are going to add to this frames to video. So we're uploading the frame we just saved. And the prompt this time is the shop owner slides the second slice towards the scientist and says softly, you are in need of a cell phone. She takes out an old cell phone and gives it to the scientist and say, here, you can take mine. The steam from the pizza swirls upward in the warm chapla. The scene breathes with small human motion. And let's see. So let's play it from the beginning now.
I am a time traveler, and I understand if you don't believe me, but I really need to get a cell phone to do my research.
You are in need of a cell phone. Here, you can take mine.
Okay, we got some background music again, but as I said, we can fix that at the end. So one more, save video frame as and upload that. This is a little time consuming, but if you want to build scenes like that, it is a great way to do it. The prompt says, the two women stands up, hug each other, and the scientist says, I will never forget this. I will be back as soon as I can. The woman replied, you are in need and I will help any way I can. You are always welcome here. Let's look at that last scene.
I will never forget this, and I will be back as soon as I can. You are in need, and I will help any way I can.
Didn't get the very last part of what the woman was saying, but I think for now this is enough for what we need for the future. So now I have created 3 scenes, and these will be the base for changing the voices. And I also want to show you how we can take away the background sound and the background music from some of these scenes. But before I leave today, let's download scene 3. So now we have our 3 scenes. What once began as a static image of our time traveler has now expanded to 3 scenes from her very first day in this new time. In my next video, we will go to 11 Labs and create a voice for our time travel. I will create a new voice and I will show you how you can dub these examples and change them into the new created voice form. I am PixelPia, and you have just watched the AI challenge on the Creative AI Explorer. I hope to see you back here next time, and let me know in the comments if this is something that you would like to try. And if you have tried it, share your experience. Until next time, as always, stay curious. Bye.